Hey guys, back with another one. I'm Sam LaRue and this is State of Elevate. Today's video is talking about your intuition. Our intuition is our power. This is our superpower, ladies. It's like a guide that lets you know, sis, you're going down the wrong path. It's that intuition that says, I shouldn't trust this person. Something's telling me in my gut, don't trust him. Or something's telling me in my gut, I just need to follow this hunch. That's our women's intuition. And when you can hone in on that, your life will transform. Doors will open. People will start coming into your life, just flowing in. Money, opportunity, success. All you have to do is learn how to sharpen the tool of your feminine intuition. So if that interests you, then definitely watch this video and watch it all the way through to the end, because I have a lot of great tidbits that you don't want to miss out on. So we were just born with a heightened level of intuition. The problem is most of us don't follow that intuition. We lead with social norms. We lead with our excuses. We lead with being pessimistic, like something's telling you to follow a path and you're like, it never works for me, or I'm not meant to be famous, or I'm not meant to be rich, or I'm not meant to have, the man of my dreams. You talk yourself out of what you know you should be doing, what you know you should be following. A lot of us are talking ourselves out of our opportunities, out of our destiny. And it's sad to see. So I have a video clip I want to show you really quick because I just saw this the other day and I was like, this is the perfect example of how following your intuition, whether it makes sense or doesn't make sense, can transform your life.
It was just a series of events that developed in front of me, and it led me to be alive right now. And I wanted to go home and shower and change, feel comfortable. I was super tired. So when this happened, she said, now you know. And it's not like Fernanda. She's very, very respectful of my decisions. If she sees that I'm tired and I want to go home and sleep at home, she's totally fine with that. But that night, maybe it was her intuition. It's God, it's a higher power that worked through her. And I just couldn't believe it, because a building doesn't collapse in the United States. You don't believe something like this is gonna happen. It's very shocking to find out that I could be dead. The decisions that Fernanda made that night, her intuition, her change of behavior, because that wasn't like her, insisting for me to stay, really changed my life and my outcome.
So the crazy part about this video, like they said, is this was not the behavior of this woman. By her following her intuition, his intuition, obviously, he was like, la da da, I'm gonna go home. But the woman intuition was telling her, no, stay here. She aggressively wanted him to stay. And luckily she followed her intuition because she saved her boyfriend's life. This is one example. This happens every day. This is not like a special occurrence. Every single day this is happening. Luckily in their case, we're able to see the results, but we don't always see the results in our lives. In some cases, our intuition has told us like, something's up with that man. I'm not gonna get into the car. I'm not gonna go to the party. And it saved our lives. We don't know it because, we can't see what would have happened if we would have done it, obviously, but it saved our lives, literally. The intuition is so powerful. So it's important that you harness this power that you have. You don't want to waste it. It is very powerful and life-changing. So I actually have a story of how I followed my, well, actually I didn't follow my intuition and I almost died. Okay, this is a crazy story. I was just taking a few pictures at the park, minding my business, having a good old day. I was going down like a ravine to take some pictures. All was going well. I was feeling a little off though. I was like, something was off. I was like, because I went down this like little ravine, and there's like a little cave, and I was thinking like, anyone can snatch me. Like this is a remote little area. But anyways, I took the pictures, everything went fine. And then I remember there's another area further in the park. Now this is a park that I go to a lot. It's got trails, right? And trails that will lead you to two different cities. It's a long, huge park. Something was just telling me like, don't do it. Don't walk down this path. No, you don't have the shoes. You're not prepared. What if someone comes up and snatch you? It's not a good idea. I didn't listen. I was like, you're just being lazy. Let's go down this path. So I started walking down the path, right? And every step I was taking, my insides were like turning. You know when your stomach just starts churning? My stomach was churning like, with every step. It was like, So I'm on the trail and I'm looking around like, now where is everybody? Like, this is so weird. I don't see a soul. A little weird. Not one biker, like no one has biked by me. Okay. So it's eerily quiet. I mean, you could literally hear crickets, like just silence. It's just me and my thoughts saying, no, don't do it. Turn around. Stop. Out of nowhere, on the side of me, comes out a cheetah. And the cheetah is just majestic. It's walking like we're in the jungle and it owns it. It just prances out like its own cheetah self and is like, I don't know if it was a cheetah, if it was a mountain lion. I have no clue what this cat was. It was a big, huge, large cat about my size. So it comes out and it just is majestic. It's beautiful. It just walks out like, it was like, what are you doing here? That's how it looked at me like, what you doing here? And I'm like, no, what are you doing here? So I'm looking at it, it's looking at me, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't be looking at it. I was like, but I've never seen a cheetah in real life or a big, large, huge cat in real life. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's like, do I make eye contact? Do I not make eye contact? Do I turn around? Do I not face it? Do I face? Like, I'm thinking, I have no clue. I'm not prepared. I'm in these sandals that hurt my feet to walk. So all this is going through my head and I don't know what to do. I'm literally terrified. Like, you could have just knocked me over with the feather. Like, I was terrified. My body was shivering. I was like, I don't know what to do. And I don't want to be eaten up by this mountain lion. And there's nobody around. I could scream for days. All the mountain lion had to do was like, arr! And just like drag me into the brush, never to be seen again. Like nobody, they'd be like, I wonder what happened to Samantha. Wonder where did she go? I was petrified. Life flashed before my eyes, right? Now, as all this is going on, it's like 1 or 2 seconds, obviously. All this is going on. I don't know what to do. I panic. I just stop. I stop. I don't want to make eye contact. So I'm trying to look at him through my peripheral. So I'm like, I'm not going to look. I'm just going to look through my peripheral. And he comes out next to me, right? He walks on the trail like a human and then walks in front of me. So now we're like on a single file line. He walks about 20 steps and then he goes back into the brush. I don't even think he paid me any attention, to be honest. I think he was just like, let's see what's out here on this trail today. Oh, okay. And then walked right on back in. Once he walked back in to the brush, because it's like, you can't see through the brush. It's like heavily wooded. Once he walked back in the brush, when I tell you I booked it, when I tell you my high school sprinting came in handy, I ran all the way back to my car, which was probably like maybe a mile from where I was at, not even stopping. I mean, at a certain point I was like, okay, he's not chasing me. I literally could stop, but I didn't stop till I got to my car. And then I saw the bikers. I'm like, where were y'all at? I saw the bikers, I saw the kids, there were elderly people running around playing like volleyball. They had kites running around. I'm thinking, really? I almost died. The point of the matter is my intuition through every step was telling me, don't do it. Don't walk any further. Stop. Don't go. You don't want to do this. I didn't follow my intuition. On that day, literally as I was sitting in my car, I was like, never again will I go against what my intuition is telling me. Never again. I mean, that could have ended badly. I mean, I could have been like, do, 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 and yelling and screaming and anything that could have set him off. So that's my story on following your intuition. Now I have a lot of other stories, especially dealing with men, but that was one of the biggest stories because that was like, I felt like that was a scare that I narrowly survived. Narrowly. I mean, that was one of the cases where my intuition was like pounding, like, don't do it. That was one of the biggest ones. Now I have other times where intuition was telling me like, leave him alone, don't date him. Oh, now this is one time recently where I did follow my intuition. The other day, the cutest guy tried to talk to me, right? Handsome, like supermodel handsome, like tall, chiseled features. The type of guy I would date in the past. The kind of guys I used to go for. My intuition was like, that's trouble. Literally, it was like trouble was written on his face. I almost saw the words trouble. And my intuition was like, no. He came respectfully, came up to me very nice. How are you doing today? You look lovely. Very polite. He had a lot of manners. Approached me very nicely. Very handsome. My perfect type. Like nothing went wrong with this scenario, right? Like you would think like to say no to him, something would have to go wrong. No. Everything was right. But my intuition was like, he's trouble. He had trouble written on his face. Like he would have me just doing things I don't want to do. He would have me just doing all kind of stuff. He would flip me up, twist me, turn me, have me just all the way not in the right state of mind. I had to let that go. I had to give that up to the universe. Like someone else can have it. I can't. Been there, done that. That's one of the times recently where I followed my intuition. It told me no. Intuition said, no ma'am. No ma'am, Pamela. And I followed it. Now we don't know the outcome. He could have been a really nice guy, but you have to trust and believe in your intuition. When it tells you don't go down that path, you just don't go down that path and you can't ask no questions. That's like if I would have not went down the path at the park, I would never have known about the bobcat or the mountain lion, whatever the hell it was. I would have never known about the mountain lion. I would have just been like, why are you being lazy, girl? But I would have hopped in my car and went on about my day and my life would have been saved. So sometimes when you follow your intuition, it's going to feel weird, right? You're going to feel like, why am I not wanting to do this? But you got to follow it. You have to trust in the intuition. So today we're going to go over some ways that can help you heighten your intuition. First and foremost, I would recommend journaling. And here's why. Journaling is going to help you realize patterns. So a lot of times we don't comprehend the patterns. This is why we keep dating the same guy. And then we turn around and say, why are we dating the same guy? He's the same. That's because we're following the same patterns. He approached you just like the last guy approached you. Hey, say, little mama, let me have your number. Okay, sure. He said the same things to you at the beginning. Like, come over Netflix and chill. He did the same things as your ex did, and you fell right into it. So when you start journaling, you start recognizing patterns. So that way you can say, wait a minute. Steve is acting just like Tyrone used to act. Nope. This helps heighten your intuition. This helps heighten your sense of, you already know Steve is a loser, right? You already know it. You already know he's an F-boy. But by journaling and you recognizing it on paper, it's going to help you heighten your intuition. So that way you're easily able to follow it because you have evidence of this didn't work before. So when my mind's telling me it's not going to work now, I see it on paper that it's not going to work. Let me follow my intuition. Okay. Next up is I would highly recommend whatever spiritual belief that you have, hone in on it. So if you're spiritual, if you're religious, if you believe in doing yoga, prayer, meditation, hone in on that. That lets you sit with yourself and become grounded. Okay? When you're grounded, you become one with self. Know thyself. And when you know yourself, you don't second guess your intuition. Okay, your intuition becomes louder. It's a louder voice in your ear, and you don't second guess it. You're not like, no, I'm gonna go ahead. You go with it. You flow with it. When it says leave this job is gonna stress you out and it's gonna take you down the wrong path, you go with it. You don't say, but what am I gonna do? But it's gonna be too hard. You go with it. You follow it. This is the universe. This is God. This is whatever higher self or higher entity that you believe in. This is it telling you. Okay, this is it telling you, follow me. Listen to me. This is the right way. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be this joy ride. It's not always going to be easy. So sometimes you're going to have to work for the things you really want, but the payoff is astronomical. Okay, the payoff is definitely worth doing the work. So when you're becoming one with yourself, when you're heightening your spiritual beliefs, this is going to help you heighten your intuition. Because intuition, we don't know really what it is. Is it a spiritual entity that's talking to you? What actually is it? But we know we have it. We know we have the intuition inside of all of us. So when you develop that spiritual wherewithal, it's just going to help you acknowledge and strengthen your intuition. And another thing I'd recommend is spiritual baths. I love a great spiritual bath. I have a video that I'll link down below on it, if you've never done one before. I mean, it's everything. It is everything. Love a good spiritual bath. So definitely do whatever you need to do, whatever you're comfortable with, to become grounded in your spiritual self and in oneness. In closing, when you're honing in on your intuition, it's not going to be fun. Because like I said earlier, there's going to be times where you want to go to the party. You want to go to the club. You want to go on vacation. But something's telling you, stay back, study, stay back, work on your business. That's not fun, right? That's not fun, working on my business and not getting to be able to do all the things my friends do. I've got FOMO, right? Like it's Debbie Downer intuition, but it's setting you up for bigger and better. It's setting you up for all the wins in the future, and it's setting you up for a better path. So when you follow your intuition, trust you me, it's not going to be kicks and giggles. I didn't like the fact I had to deny that very handsome supermodel, gorgeous man. I don't like that. That wasn't fun for me. But the bigger picture is it's setting me up for someone and something much better. When you follow the intuition, it's leading you to the path of success. So follow it, hone in on it, learn how to tap into it, and all the things you want in life, all the things you could ever dream of, you can have. It is possible with your intuition. So hopefully you like this video, and if you like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can get videos just like this. And until next time, I'll see you beautiful, gorgeous, smart, intelligent, sexy ladies later. Bye.
And it goes a little something like